the Chargers, and they score! A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Business Over Breakfast here at 321 Media with the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce. My name is Ben Barber, and I am joined as, well, not as always, as a third of the time by Maria DiMaggio.
Depends. Yeah, exactly.
Maria, how are you today?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic, and we are joined today by Anthony Torrey. I hope I said your last name right. Yes, I don't know how else I would say that. From Mystic Coffee. Good to see you.
You too. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Actually, I met. Let's not bury the lead there. I met you outside 5 minutes ago. So tell me a little bit about Mystic Coffee.
All right, so we're a new coffee roasters in the area. We just roast, grind, package coffee. We do it pre-ground or whole bean. We only use specialty grade coffee beans, so we're focused really on just a quality product. And then we only do organic too. So big thing is we want it to be really good for your body, because most people that drink coffee, they probably drink it every day. So if you're putting your body every day, I'm thinking you probably should
know where your beans are coming from or the quality.
Exactly.
But I'm sure people don't.
Yeah. It doesn't get talked about a lot because it's all marketing from these bigger companies. But so it's only quality. It's good for your body. There's no pesticides. There's no artificial flavors. No additives. And then we only use biodegradable and compostable packaging, so it can never become a part of long-term pollution. Because a big thing we want Mystic Coffee to be known for is our active efforts in supporting ocean conservation efforts, like through nonprofits that are actively making a difference, not just say they are.
Amazing.
That's really great. Yeah. What got you into the coffee roasting business?
Good question.
I always wanted to do a business. I was in the military for like most of my adult life, and
thank you. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. Which branch of the military?
Army.
Oh, fabulous.
I just I was at a time I'm at a point where I think I got enough experience and ideas where I just want to do my own thing on my own. What the values that I learned from there and values I established on my own.
Of course.
For my family too.
Yep.
So if I'm going to do business, got to do something I'm passionate about and something I think a lot of people like too. And that's coffee, Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you're looking for something a lot of people like,
most people, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know at least one person who doesn't like coffee, and that's Lisa Kanicki.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You learned that probably on the other show.
Her.
Yeah. I don't think you will. Maybe you could try, but she
hasn't tried her.
No, exactly.
And to be honest, the world does not need Lisa Kanicki on caffeine.
No. I feel like it might do the opposite to her. People when they for example, like people who need ADHD medicine or something, and they're whatever, not focused, and then it focuses them. I feel like because she's so energetic that if she drank coffee, she'd be like sleepy.
My girlfriend, when she has coffee, it's honestly, I call a little BS on this, but she I will get her a latte with an extra espresso shot, and she will be asleep in a half hour.
Okay, so
after that,
a friend of mine, Kelly, shout out Kelly, she drinks espresso to go to bed. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah. And yet, if she has a soda after 4 p.m., like a Pepsi or Coke or something after 4 p.m., she's up until 6 a.m. and she's like, it was the soda. And I'm like, was it though? Was it? Caffeine can't work. It's the same thing. It can't work differently in two different things.
Listen, it's all part of the mind too, right? If you think this is going to happen because you drink this item or whatever, then maybe that she's already
Like a
conditioned.
placebo
Yeah,
effect
there
kind
you
of
go.
thing, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
My words aren't coming to me today, so I appreciate it. He's
That's
on
all
it.
right. That's all right.
Thank
That's
you.
why we have him here.
That's it. So because you're so passionate, you figured let's do. I love coffee. Let's get into the coffee game.
Yeah. You know, and it's just I don't know, there's not a lot in the area, so I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of competition. If you every grocery store you go to, there's so many coffee options, so many. But when I look at them all, I'm thinking none of these guys really do only special grade or only organic.
Really?
They're not really focused on like a clean, natural product.
Okay.
It's all like this one has most caffeine, or this one's just Starbucks. You know, and a lot of them, they're good. They're probably good brands, and they're probably good quality. But the thing that they can't match, I guarantee, is the freshness. So all these big companies, they're roasting at such a high capacity somewhere, maybe in the U.S., maybe not.
Yeah.
And it's sitting on shelves for a long time,
Exactly.
warehouse, and then it goes, you know, and all the shipping around, it's getting hot, getting cold, and it loses a lot of quality. Definitely the freshness. So everything. I do everything in small batches, so nothing's sitting for a long time. So
Nice.
if a restaurant or cafe or a hotel really wants to serve their clients like a fresh espresso, we're actually going to get that layer of crema on top. It has to
Nice.
be
Fresh.
fresh, and you'll definitely smell and taste the difference.
Absolutely. Well, I heard in some video I was watching about coffee, I heard that, you know, depending on how long it's been on the shelf, not just the freshness, but it also could potentially like start getting moldy, and you don't know that, and then you're drinking mold or you know, just the quality of it because it's been sitting out for so long, or the way it's processed or whatnot. So it's great to know that you're on top of it and that it's, you know, freshly I keep saying, want to say brewed, but and not smoked, roasted. There we go. We'll get there. We'll find the word. How often do you do it? Is it weekly, daily, or is it on a need basis?
It's kind of a need basis. So there's been times where I was doing it every day.
Oh, wow.
Times where I do a few times a week. It kind of just depends on the orders coming in, or if we got an event coming up. Like the biggest event we did so far was Newport Flower Show. That was 3 days, and we burned through so much espresso. I ran out of what I pre-made for that event. I had to come back and then roast a lot up late doing that. You know, and then we were selling there too. So, and that's the thing too. These events, to get the brand out there and let people actually try the coffee, we operate a mobile espresso bar. It's very clean, very professional.
Fabulous.
And yeah, we sell the bags in there too if people like it or they just want to try it. So yeah, we hire local baristas for that too. So if there's any baristas out there that are looking for weekend work, I pay $20 an hour. Usually these events are like 4 to 8 hours. Depends, and it's not every weekend.
No,
just,
of course.
you know, it depends on the weather. Depends on if an event's confirmed.
How like how often do you have these events, or do you have it scheduled out for the whole summer if someone was interested to like contact you for this year?
Yeah, so some I have scheduled. I'm definitely learning. This is our first year doing it. We just started doing it in May. So I'm learning all the different events that have been annual in the area, and kind of seeing which ones are suited for what we do,
exactly,
which will take us. And then next year, I think I could have a lot more of a solidified schedule for the summer.
Fabulous.
But yeah, for the summer, the goal would be at least one day every weekend out somewhere.
Nice. I mean, it'd be good to do they. And when you say a barista, do they need to be professionally trained, or could it be like a high school, college kid who's like, yeah, I'm into coffee too, or interested in doing this job and willing to come help out?
It's a good question because we get a lot of Starbucks applicants on the first batch of looking for baristas, and they're great because they know how to communicate, they know how to work a line and do the milk, work with customers.
Yeah.
But they use a super automatic machine, so that's a push button one. I use a classic like Italian semi-automatic manual espresso machine.
Oh,
so
fun.
You have to know how to
froth the milk,
like tamp it. Well, tamp it, put it in there, and then clean the portafilter every time in between, and then dial in the espresso. It's not bad. It's just it's hard for me to have time to teach that. So if someone's familiar with a manual espresso machine, it'll go a long way.
It's a little easier, yeah.
Now, do you have any product right now in general? Like, are you more of a B2B business right now, or do you have any direct to consumer for the coffee?
Yeah, so I got a Square website. It's under construction right now, so I apologize. It doesn't look as professional as the end goal.
You got to start somewhere.
We're all a work in progress.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not good on the tech side, but I'm hiring a Square designer. It's through Square. That's who you use for the register on the cart. But the link is in my bio on Instagram. And the Instagram is mystic_coffee_co.
Okay.
And customers are anybody could look there and purchase a bag. And then we do wholesale too for any businesses. So we're looking for like any business that offers coffee, like in a lobby situation or for their guests, like maybe a high level Airbnb in like downtown Mystic or on the beach, any golf course, yacht club, marina, hotel, anything like that, or and then cafes and restaurants, of course. Too.
So you're looking right now. You're more pushing your wholesale business versus your individual consumer.
Honestly, I'm doing
whatever.
Both. I'm doing both at the same time. It's really for all coffee lovers, the brand. It is a more expensive coffee. I do consider a premium level compared to others.
If it's organic and fresh and all that jazz, right?
Well, that's the problem. My pricing's like the bare minimum based off what makes sense for the business to be healthy in the long run and have meat on the bone to donate some of those profits towards ocean conservation stuff, which I'm very serious about and like very strict about making sure that actually happens. And we do vet these organizations too. It's not like I just see someone and they have a good magazine cover, so I'm just going to donate.
Right.
Them,
Right. You want to make sure that they're a legit organization that's actually doing what they're claiming to do.
Absolutely, like the Mystic Aquarium Animal Rescue Program, for example.
Right.
I'm just looking on you, and once you gave us your Instagram handle,
I was gonna say, I'm sure you either putting it on the video or he's looking it up. Exactly.
I'm looking it up. I followed you. Of course.
I volunteer with them. I help with seal release. The last one they did was like 6 of them.
Oh, that's so fun.
But even before that, like when I got initially in, I went behind the scenes. I've seen like they have a lot of animals, different kinds, all getting healed. They all got hit by boat propeller, caught in fish net. And, I mean, there's big brains out there worrying about the future, like Musk, like, if the human race can end, what are we going to do with Mars, Right. But like, I mean, there's people, they got to focus on stuff going on now.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Right. Because we have to survive here on this planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, essentially.
God help us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But that's great that you're working towards that goal. So is that why I keep looking at your logo on your shirt? So is that why you went with the oyster shell?
Yeah.
That's
so
cute.
I
like that.
I wanted to really symbolize the combination of like ocean community and coffee. So the coffee bean in there, and replacing the pearl.
I know. Clever.
It is clever.
So, and the thing with going back to the pricing, I just want to hit on is the coffee as a commodity in the market is like the highest it's ever been. And then now we're hit with tariffs on it too. So that's just why, coffee all around is just gonna be more expensive. And then, like I said, organic is more, and then specialty grade is more.
So is there a specific country or area that you look to acquire your coffee?
I'm sorry, lurking. I just imagine him like peeking out behind the
jungles.
Yeah.
This is good coffee. No, this isn't good.
Oh.
Is there specific areas or countries that you look to get your product from?
Yeah, so I'm open to all origins, like all countries that produce coffee. Right now our lineup is a light roast from Rwanda, Africa, and then a medium roast from Colombia, a dark roast from Sumatra, Indonesia.
Oh wow!
And then a blend of that with some Robusta beans from East Timor, small country that produces it. And then our new decaf we're adding to our lineup, it just came yesterday, is from Peru. So
you do a decaf?
I will now. I don't offer right now, but I'm gonna test it and then dial it in so it's good, and then I'll start selling that too.
So is the process of it becoming decaf something that you do, or is that something that happens before it comes to you?
Yeah, I've never seen it. They do it at the farm.
Oh, okay.
But the beans I bought for it, there's a few different processes of removing that caffeine from the beans, and this is the most expensive process, but it's a Swiss water process they call it, and it's the most like high tech way to do it, where it's not going to leave any sort of chemical aftertaste.
I was going to say, I'm sure a lot of places they used a chemical process to remove. So this is less, or probably.
I don't know if they use none. I just know it's the cleanest version.
Got it.
And it'll leave the most natural taste to the
Very
coffee.
Cool. I didn't realize that it was I mean, I guess I didn't think about it, but thinking about it is like, how would you remove caffeine? It probably would be some sort of chemical process, but I'm glad that you're looking into, and you research to make sure that.
Yeah, because if anything with our brand name, it has to be like
quality.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not like we're doing the most luxurious like exotic, like a monkey pooped his coffee bean out, like type, you know, it's not like that.
I'm
It's
glad
just
you brought that up because I was curious about that.
no, it's nothing like it's for like the general coffee market. This is the cream of the crop.
I love that. And I like that you're so invested that you're taking the time to make sure that the product is coming from places that you've vetted and checked with and is quality, and you're willing to spend the cost on it to make sure that you're producing that quality product.
Yeah, because I mean, reputation is everything. So I have to make sure everything is what we say it is every
Of course.
time. And especially with the supplier. So right now we only use one importer. It's an organic product training company out of Seattle, Washington. And on their website, they have all the certifications stating, like, verifying that it's organic, you know, for all the way back from the farm.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Awesome.
Now, so once you've received, the beans come to you raw, obviously, because you're the roaster. Just for those who are interested, what's the process of that you go once you receive the beans? What is the process to then when it's ready for us to consume?
Yeah. So first I inspect them all to make sure that it is what I ordered and they didn't get damaged in transportation. And then I'll sort them and seal them up so it's impossible for like any sort of pest or bug to possibly infiltrate the beans. And then I just see the orders and I weigh them, I roast them in the roast machine. And then it's at different levels, different temperatures, different time, depending if it's light roast, dark roast, medium roast.
So because you were saying you get the dark roast from this country, I'm like, did the beans grow in the row? Or because I'm assuming that was a roasting process, but you're saying those are the type of beans that are best for a dark roast or a medium. Got it.
Yeah. So it's weird. Every country, like the beans, it'll be the same, like coffee plant, Arabica. And
they're all the same?
No, well, there's Robusta and Arabica, but like 99% of like what people drink is Arabica beans.
Got it.
And it's the same type of plant, like growing around the world. And but just from that environment, it'll put like different flavors naturally. Like the Rwanda, like the African origin, usually it's better light roast because it has all these floral, fruity type of like
that you want to experience.
You know,
yeah.
And then if you roast it longer, you'll kind of kill those. You know, so. Different countries, it's better suited for different roast levels. But you could do any, you know,
right.
It just depends how long you're roasting.
But like you said, you don't want to take out that natural essence of that bean from that area because you roast it too long.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'm learning so much about coffee.
It's a lot. Right? we spent well over a year just learning, like a Pay Consultants, read books, went to conventions, went to classes, like experimenting. You know, I probably had to burn through hundreds of pounds of coffee just learning.
I was gonna say you must be caffeinated to the nines here.
Yeah, I'm like immune now. I feel like immune.
I was gonna say you're very calm for being on coffee. I love it. I know. I don't know, Ben. Did you have any coffee this morning?
I didn't know. I did not, and I'm like, I wish I did.
And see, I'm thinking if I had a cup, I'd probably be more animated than I am currently. So
yeah,
I get that way. Caffeine.
Brought some.
That's all right.
It's all right, man.
Next time.
Oh, but you know, actually, I want to add. I see your Keurig machine over there. Coming to our lineup too.
You see a Keurig, it's not our Keurig machine. There's a Keurig machine out in the hallway.
Well, within in less than a month, we're gonna get our first green pods in. So those are compatible with any Keurigs. I know a lot of, especially officers. It's just easier for everybody.
Yeah,
to use
it is.
But the green pods are fully compostable.
Wow!
So one is it's less trash and pollution, but also you're not getting all those microplastics going into you because all that hot water running right through the K-cup. That's all like microplastics leach out of that, you know. So I don't know. I'm excited about offering those too.
That's great. So you'll be packaging them in your they'll arrive empty, and I'm assuming you package it with your own product.
No, so Green Pod, they're out of Virginia. They have this proprietary machine. They like partner with a company in Italy to make, and I send them the beans roasted, and then they'll grind it and then like form the compostable mesh like.
Very cool
pod around
for your product.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's great because that's now one less step that you just have to produce the product, ship it off, and they'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because it's not as fresh as I like it to be. I like everyone to try it like within
freshly ground,
like a week after, you know. But I mean, it's just the nature
of the product.
These machines are multi-million-dollar ones. Like it's nothing, and they take up huge space. So it's just
you're not there yet. Maybe one day you'll get there. Yes, yes, we love that. You got to shoot high.
Where did your desire for sustainability come from? Like you're you're doing so many different things with the environment and the ocean and the green pods and stuff. Like where did your love of and your desire for sustainability come from?
I don't know, it's a long thing. I think about all the time. I don't know if it started as a kid, like playing in the woods and stuff, or maybe being a dog handler in the army, just being part of nature, like the animals. And when you ever see or hear about especially when they're affected by something man-made,
Right.
I don't know. I think it's kind of messed up. I think we have a duty as like these, humans. We're like the
Absolutely.
caretakers of the planet. We should also. I mean, we have to be here. There's no reason we can't do a better job, like taking care of the environment. And stuff.
Absolutely.
And then traveling, through the military, I was able to go to different parts of the world. Like I was in Washington State. I've seen Puget Sound. I've seen orcas over there, and Italy, the Mediterranean is like unbelievable. And you see like these, like it's like they came out of like a dream, landscapes of the ocean and cliffs and stuff. And I don't know, I just feel like it should just never be destroyed.
Yeah.
And then a lot already has been destroyed.
Yes.
So I don't know. We're just doing little stuff for now. But if I think about a big company like Starbucks, if they weren't so hungry for profits, they have enough. They could
do some impact. Yeah.
But that's why I want to keep the company private and just family owned, because the problem is these guys get big and then they sell out or they go public, and then you have to do the best interests of shareholders, which is make profit.
Exactly.
So it's
that's your first priority at that point. Yeah.
So
that's great that you're looking to the future and keeping that in mind, that's what the goal that you want to strive for, which, or if you do get that big, you could set the example of how you think those corporate companies should run,
Yeah. Well, that's what really motivates me. It's like all these people talk about doing business, but I'm super excited to actually like do business and then do it the way I think businesses should operate. Cause like they should be leaders in the community of like employment.
Absolutely.
And set an example, like, just taking care of the community. But a lot don't.
That's awesome. So you mentioned so you were on a sidetrack here. You were a dog handler in the Army. So what exactly were you doing?
A few things. So in the Army, all dogs they're dual purpose really. So they smell for either narcotics or bombs, and they also are trained patrol like to apprehend like if a terrorist is running away or something, and you want to capture them or something. They do that stuff.
So similar to a police dog, but just on a military level.
So,
very cool.
Yeah, so I did both. I started with a narcotics dog, and I moved to explosive dog. So.
And was that your dog that you got to like keep all the you took care of him? He lived with you, sort of.
Yes and no. So like in the military, you're not allowed to take him home, like where police can.
Yeah.
The civilian side. But I'm hoping. But when you're signing them, you're the only one who uses them.
Okay.
Take care of them.
Got it.
My dog, he's actually deployed right now.
Is he really?
Again, yeah. It's like I deploy with him, and then he's deployed now.
So the dog can go without his handler? I mean, I'm sure there's another handler, but like
I know it sucks,
that's cool.
But they put a lot of money and training into him.
Yeah,
he was still kind of young, so
he knows what he's doing. So they
don't try to like. It used to be bad, but they're a lot better about it now. They try to work until like they get to like 8 to 10.
Yeah,
and then try to retire them. So
I'm sure it's a lot of effort to train a dog on how to like smell for those particular things. So you want to be able to use that asset as long as you can. But not till they're like, a little old man dog.
Exactly. Yeah. And I put my papers down. I'm hoping to adopt mine when he's done.
Nice.
But we'll see. I mean, there's a chance he could go with the guy that he's with now, so.
Where is he deployed to?
Iraq.
Wow.
And
do they give you like tabs and updates on your pup?
Yeah.
You're like, he's doing good today.
Yeah, I'll reach out. I try not to bother him,
I
like
know,
they got so much going on. But every once in a while, I'll ask him. They'll say, "Yeah, he's doing good."
Good.
So it's nice. But I mean, and they're beasts. They're not like normal dogs. Like their bodies like every day. Like
what type of dog is it?
He's a Belgian Malinois. So we use those and shepherds.
Okay.
They're like the short-haired shepherd looking dogs.
Okay.
Smaller, but they're more wild. They're like way more energetic. It's like unbelievable.
I mean, that kind of fits the brand with the coffee there.
Yeah,
a little energetic pup.
It was good. I liked it a lot. I wish I could have done like 20 years. I mean, I could have. I don't know.
You're on your new path now. You're on your new
Listen,
venture.
we need coffee.
Exactly.
We need coffee. We need good.
And we need people who are conservation minded. So that's great.
Yeah. We're happy to thank you so much for your service.
Yes.
We're also happy to have you doing this now.
And are you originally from this area?
I've always been Connecticut, but I was born in Bridgeport. Then I did high school in Seymour, and then I after active duty, I was in the Guard for a little bit, and that was in Niantic, so
Okay.
Camp Nat. So always been around like here, but I never like really lived here until the last like 3 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the area,
Thank you.
We're happy to
Yes.
have you.
the ocean community, if you will.
Yeah, literally. Did how was shifting a little bit to chamber stuff, and I think I may have overheard you say that you were there. How was Lake of Isles last night?
Excellent. Yep. Great turnout. It was jointly presented with it was Eastern Connecticut Chamber and us, and at Lake of Isles, and it was great. We had a lot of I think 150 people signed up. The food was great. The company was great. You know, just
Yeah,
good networking, if you will.
Patrick.
Yes, you're Patrick. He won a prize and didn't get it because guess what? He left early. He literally won the second item, but he doesn't get it.
What's the second?
I don't remember what it
All right.
was, but they were like, Patrick. Well, I was like, yeah, because it was like all the Ocean Community Chamber people were winning for a while. It was awesome, and I was like, where is he? I was like, no.
Well, see, here's the thing. He was at Lake of Isles all day.
No, he was.
He was.
He came
literally.
he came to the event. I'm just saying he left
No.
before that part.
No, I'm
so.
saying he called me. He called me, and because 321 are members of Lake of Isles, and he called me, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I'm running a little late for the chamber because I just I need to return my golf cart and then take a shower and head
Yeah.
down to
Oh,
the
no,
thing." And I'm like,
He was fine.
I'm
yeah.
like, you like, what do you live there, man?
Yeah,
like, you just
listen.
live at Lake of Isles now.
It's all good. He's like, I just literally came from the locker rooms. I'm like, good for you. He's like playing around.
Yeah.
You know, did his thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. I mean, I knew because I've only golfed there once last year, but I knew they had I'd never been in it, but I knew they had locker rooms
The
and
locker
whatnot.
rooms are so nice.
Yeah, he's like, you have like your own. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
your personal. I mean, unless you decide to, he was saying you could have your own designated one, but
Yeah.
they have lockers. You can lock all your stuff in there. Use the amenities, golf. I mean, they have a restaurant on property.
Yep.
That's part of our dining guide. So if you bought one of those books, you could go check that out.
The
It's
restaurant's incredible. I
and
meet him
there-
at the restaurant. I don't golf, but I meet him at the restaurant after.
and they, you know, obviously they have their huge ballroom there. That's where we had the business. It was supposed to be outside on the deck, but because of the weather, it was humid, it was raining, and it was like, let's not. You know, Bethany didn't want to chance it, which I don't blame them because I think it might have been a little miserable if we were all outside in the humidity.
For sure.
But this is a great because they got to show and you can see the deck from the ballroom, so people got to see it.
Oh yeah.
But no, it was a great time, and so they're redoing their bridal suite currently, and some other changes are coming down the pike, so it's great.
Nice. What else is going on in Chamber World?
Sorry, that's what I've been. If everybody's been watching me look at my phone, I
Oh my
apologize.
God!
I've
Stop
been-
being so self-conscious
I've been
about
trying
that.
to,
Nobody is sitting there
I'm
watching
like,
this.
why
going,
is she not paying
going,
attention? I've been
"Oh,
paying
Maria's
attention.
a
Just
jerk.
such a jerk. I just got to find all the things I sent you now. Hold on one second. What? How about you? Can you prompt me on which one you're
Yeah,
going to put up
absolutely.
first, and
Yeah,
then we'll
absolutely.
discuss.
Let's talk about the Compass series for a second.
Fabulous. So that is a professional development series that we're doing at the chamber. It's once a month, and it's with our chamber member called Dorigo, and Gary is the facilitator. And the next one will be next week, July 15th, and it's embracing a strength-based culture. There is a new flyer which I couldn't access this morning, but because the June series was canceled,
Yep.
it's now moved to October. So
Yep.
the new flyer has the October date, which I think is the 5th, but I'm not sure if that's a Tuesday or not. But whatever the Tuesday is in October, that first Tuesday rather. But if you haven't signed up, please feel free. It's free for members. It's a nominal cost for non-members. So everybody's welcome. I think it's like $20 or something like that for non-members. And you get a pizza lunch and you get to learn. And like I said, this week next week, you're learning about embracing a strength-based culture. So great information. And Gary makes it fun. It's not like you're just sitting there and he's like droning on, like it's fun. If you get answers correctly or if you just participate, I shouldn't say correct because there could be, you get as much pizza as you want, but he's got like little prizes that he'll give away. Like if you want a stress ball, if you want this thing, if you want I can't like, it's cute. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's a good way to learn and it makes it fun and you want to engage. So the next thing you have up for me?
The 50 under 50 celebration.
Awesome. So yeah, so we obviously, I don't think I cropped that well for you. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we're celebrating our 50 under 50 recipients on July 22nd. So if you at Saltwater Vineyards. So if you've not registered yet, it's $25 for a ticket. Make sure you register. There'll be food, drinks, and then all the camaraderie of the fellow 25 under 25. And you don't have to have
50 under 50.
Sorry, that's right. 50 under 50. I was thinking the price. I need some coffee.
I know, me too.
And I don't really drink it.
A second ago, and I'm like,
so yeah, 50 under 50 camaraderie, fun times. We get to celebrate the people who were the recipients and just have a nice time at Stonington Vineyard. So please sign up, and the link is right on our website and
awesome.
and our Facebook page.
Black Velvet.
Yes, so I don't have that info, so you're gonna have to guide me on the.
Sure. So
July 25th.
It is July 25th. Celebrate. Let's have a party.
Yes.
Celebrate Black Velvet Inc.'s 5-year anniversary. July 25th from 5 to 8 p.m. Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting at 5:30.
Yes.
And they will be celebrating their 5-year anniversary with food, raffles, vendors, and more.
Yes.
It's
gonna be a lot of fun.
Ton of fun. So make sure you go down and check that out. And that, of course, is at 21 Canal Street. And that should be a blast. And then
So that's presented jointly with our friends at the Mystic Chamber. But if you do plan on coming, I know most ribbon cuttings we don't require registration because it's a ribbon cutting.
This is a party.
Because this is a party, they want to know head count. So please register. It's free, but we just need to know you're coming. So either call the chamber, go right on our website or Facebook page, and just register and let us know that you're coming. This way, 1, we'll have a name tag, a nifty name tag for you that's printed, and 2, I can give them an accurate head count for food and whatnot. So, sorry,
talking about parties?
Yes,
party of the century.
The party of the century. So yes, we're turning 100. We've turned 100. We're in our 100th year, however you want to say it. And we're going to be having our big celebration on August 3rd in Watch Hill under the tent that they usually get there for like shopping that they do. We're going to be piggybacking on and using that tent, which will be awesome. And tickets are on sale. So please go out. Join us. We'd love to have you. This is not just a member. It's anybody who wants to come and just have a good time. Literally, it's a party. Lisa has promised that there will be little to no business that happens, or speeches rather.
I'm going to give a speech.
Huh?
I'm going to give a speech. It's going to be 100 minutes long.
Okay. Well, you can do that to yourself in the corner. You may have a group of people that listen, but there'll be a band and food and catering provided by Watch Hill Catering, and then other yummy things provided by Westerly Packing, Sift Bakery, Vesta Bakery, Watch Hill Oysters. There's somebody I'm missing. And open bar with beer and spirits provided by Graysdale Brewing of Rhode Island / South County Spirits, and then other beers and wines and whatnot. So it's literally a party and going to be a great time. So please go online, buy your tickets. And also, if you wanted to get the extra swag booster, if you will, it's a custom anniversary cocktail and a sweatshirt. I mean, how much awesomer can that be?
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
Was there anything else that I sent you?
Nope.
All right. That's the agenda for the chamber this week. I'm sure Grace will come and reiterate a lot of things next week, but.
And where can people find?
I did send you one more thing.
No, what?
I thought I did. Maybe you didn't see it. I'll just mention it. You don't have to put it up, just because I want to get the word out. And like I said, Grace will talk about it. Also on July 22nd is going to be movies in the Sunset Movies series. Will be the first one. It'll be in Stonington Borough, and they'll be showing Moana. So that's free. If you like Moana, or you like Disney movies, or you have kiddos, or you just want a fun night out, bring your lawn chairs, your blankets, your snacks, and you're going to come sit on the Stonington Free Library's lawn and watch, like I said, it's not Moana, it's Moana 2. Let's make sure we we advertise the correct movie. So, and Grace can go more into that when she's on with you next week. But
No
I just
Lin-Manuel
wanna make sure.
Miranda music in Moana 2.
There is or there isn't.
There is not.
Was there Lin Miranda, whatever?
Yeah, he wrote the music for Moana 1.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a good little snippet. I did not know that.
Yeah, but he did not write the music for Moana 2.
The man's busy. What do he can't do everything.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
saying it's a huge step down. I should be advertising the movie. It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie.
Exactly, and it's free.
And it's free. It's free, guys. It's fine. No, it actually started as like a made for Disney TV series that they were gonna do.
Oh.
So they had another lyricist and composer because obviously that's a different medium. They weren't gonna pay the big bucks.
Yeah.
For the original, much like
Ben's
they
very
do
much
for
in the
other
theater and
stuff.
the arts. That's why he knows a lot of
And
this.
and then when they decided to make it a full motion picture, they like moved and they got all of the cast back and everything, and then they tried.
Oh,
to,
the number 2 was supposed to be the series.
number 2 was supposed to be the series.
Okay.
So they tried to get the cast back but they had already contracted
Got
a
it.
lyricist and composer who started to work on it. So they and Lynn was doing something else.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure some other
yeah.
amazing.
But it's it's a little different. Like if you
Theater
if you
production.
saw like The Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast, and then it wasn't Alan Menken. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm
Well,
a
Happy
nerd.
Gilmore too. Should be good.
Happy Gilmore 2 should be great.
Is it out yet?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
very soon.
I know we divulge into different things. But hey, it's a great way to promote another chamber member, Mystic Luxury Cinema. You might be seeing me this weekend and Patrick loves this series too. Patrick Lynch. Jurassic Park,
Oh,
the
yeah.
final.
Oh, yeah.
Is this
Oh, it's
I think the
another one.
final one.
Oh, I don't know. Probably
No.
I
Don't believe anybody when they say it's the final movie of a franchise. Are you kidding me? Does money still exist? There will be another one.
I mean, dinosaurs might really actually exist by the next one. You never know.
Oh my God. That's awesome. We will be live. Speaking of Mystic Luxury Cinemas, we will be live from Mystic Luxury Cinemas from Man About Town next week.
Oh, fun! Is that
yeah.
the week that Lisa's on with her?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't know. Are you? It's usually is it the last? I don't know.
have no idea. I don't pay attention to what's happening on Rona's show until I show up.
She's got it covered. You don't need to worry
She
about.
does have it covered.
She's got it covered.
She's got it
You just got to
covered.
command the board. She's got it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to
I love that.
man the board.
But
usually,
also tell them what's happening next week because I saw you posted it and I texted you about it and I was like, "How long is this happening for?" But your other location. for
we
your
will be
morning show.
live at Revive.
Coffee.
Live at Revive Coffee all next week. I know, but live at Revive just sounds better.
It does.
We'll be live at Revive Coffee next week. In Ashaway on Route 3, the Fazaro family, great little spot, new spot. They just opened up in June.
Yep.
And
It's really cute. If you're driving by, like whatever that road is.
actually, Maria, I'm like, you and I
I know, that's what
ran into each other
Yeah.
this Saturday, and
because
we
I went to go do a Facebook Live for them, but she wanted her kids to be there, which was really cute. So I was like,
Yeah.
so we'll do it another time. But you and Patrick were there. Well, when I pulled in, the place was packed, and then all
Yeah.
these men were just leaving. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what the heck? They're all leaving. And then I saw you guys. I was like, oh, you must have just done a show.
we did sports open mic there for 2
It was
hours.
beautiful, like
Yeah.
underneath their awning there with the breeze.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
I think then I sat there with you for another hour, you and Patrick for another
Yeah,
hour.
we sat for an hour. I know. I got home and I was like, I spent 5 hours at Revive today. That's like, I don't to spend 5 hours at a coffee shop.
But you didn't drink 5 hours worth of caffeine, did you?
I had one chai
There you go.
the entire time I was there. But yeah,
You'll
no,
have
I
to
just
come
kept-
check them out. Maybe
Mm.
we'll get some Mystic
Maybe
coffee
we'll get some
product.
Mystic coffee over there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
A little chamber member commingling. I
Yeah,
like it.
That would be
I
great.
like
Yeah.
it.
If you want to come and be on one of the shows next week for 321, just send me get my
Yeah,
number from her.
we'll connect you
Yeah.
guys for
Um,
sure.
Yeah, and then we can introduce you to the Fazaros. So the reason is this is our last.
Are you going to make an announcement?
I'm not going to make an announcement
Okay.
of anything else, but this is. I'm just going to say this is our last business over breakfast overlooking downtown Westerly. So
Yay! Or also, well,
Yeah.
it's bittersweet.
yeah, the view is amazing.
Yes.
But this is our last business over breakfast overlooking downtown Westerly. We will have an announcement soon. Not ready to make an announcement yet, but we'll be taking the show on the road for the rest of July in various places, and then we will be back.
The road show, baby.
That's a different morning show.
Oh, that isn't okay. Never
It's a
mind.
different morning
Scratch
show.
that.
And but we'll be back in August in studio. But for the rest of July, we'll be taking it and get a good look at the view, Maria.
Other places.
Turn around, get a good look at the view.
Bye, everybody. Not like I'm not down here all the time, but
I
it's
know.
nice having the elevated view of it.
Yeah,
It is. It is. Listen, you can go to our buddy Jay at XC Media Design.
Listen, we have their
and
feed. We
his
love it.
feed is up 24/7. It's almost
Is
the
it-
same view.
I was gonna say, is it angled the same way?
It's from like right
Right.
here, like right outside this
Yeah.
window, so it's a little bit different. I think our view is
Similar.
better, but whatever.
similar
you
but
know,
different.
if he wants it, he can have it. Anyway, so end of an era, which I realized on the elevator ride up here, less than a year of an era
Oh,
of
wow.
of the
The
we
Pizza
haven't
Place
been doing
building.
this. We have not been doing this chamber show for more than a year yet.
No, not yet.
That's
okay.
crazy, right?
When it's 1 year anniversary for it.
October.
Well, this October?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right.
Yep.
I got to make sure I'm on that show. Or maybe you know what? Maybe that show, the three of us should come in together.
Oh my god! Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, absolutely. I love it.
You never see us all three at the same. It's like, are we the same person?
I know. It's like who would be running the? I feel like the building would fall down if the. I feel like all of you are just like holding
We'll
it
just-
up all the
We'll
time.
just put a sign on the door. We're gonna be 10 minutes late. No big deal. No big deal. We'll open a few minutes late that morning. But
Or we
Anthony-
could do it live from the chamber.
Oh, we could.
We could do that day. We could do it live from the chamber.
Oh yeah, because we won't be here.
Well, I mean, it's October.
I mean,
So
I was
we'll be in
thinking
a
I
new-
was thinking in this location, but duh, we
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah.
Anyways, Anthony, as we digress, you can see why it's like it's
Anthony,
just a conversation here.
Anthony's like, I'm glad I didn't bring coffee.
I think of the three, our when we are co-hosts is a little bit more unhinged than the other two.
It's definitely more unhinged.
That's good.
Lisa keeps
That's
it.
good.
Lisa keeps it all business. Grace tries to
Is
stay
laid
awake.
back.
I'm kidding.
No,
Okay,
she's laid back,
she's very
and I'm
laid back.
definitely the unhinged one, so it's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Go over all your business details for the people watching at home. You are what's your company? How
He's
can we
like-
get a hold of you?
He's like, my EIN number is not that. Just where can people find? How can people find you? Where can people find you?
Yeah. So right now the main way I'm trying to really connect with people is through Instagram.
Love it.
So yeah, that and again that's a mystic_coffee_co on Instagram, and then like the link to our website is in the bio. Yeah, it's like all the good Mystic Coffee handles were taken already on Instagram, so
That's okay.
had to do what I had to do. But
It doesn't matter. Nobody looks at the handle anymore.
No.
Once they find you, they find you. It's
Right.
all interest-based algorithms, so you're good.
should I get the blue check mark?
Yes,
Should you or do
I
you?
only got like 100
It's-
followers, so I don't know. for
it's
sure.
like $8. It's like $8 a month. Just
For
get
the blue check?
Just get the blue check mark.
Okay.
Oh well, we should get. I don't think we have the blue check mark.
Get the blue check. I mean, it's a.
Is it? Does it really make that big of a difference?
I mean, it'll stop other people from, if anybody pretends to be the chamber, like Facebook, right? Like
Uh-huh.
when you have people saying
Our
like
events, yeah.
oh, here's tickets to Riverglow for
Yeah.
for $50, and
Right,
it's like
and you're like,
Riverglow's
"It's free."
free. What are you doing? Right? It's like, is there a blue check mark? No.
Oh my
Then-
gosh, I didn't even mention
But-
Riverglow. Oh my gosh. Thank you for bringing it up. July 26th, Saturday, Riverglow, floating bonfires on the Pawcatuck River. Again, Grace will cover it next week. I'm taking time off next week. Clearly, it's needed. It's needed. Because actually, Grace was supposed to be on with you this morning, and I'm supposed to be next week, but we switched because I'm off. So hopefully, I'll be better the following show.
You're gonna be great.
A little less unhinged.
That was awesome.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Not as nerve wracking as you
No,
maybe.
no,
Okay,
it's
good.
cool.
Can I just say that
Yes.
this Tarzan Brown fund is on my desk again. I have to give a shout out to Larry Hirsch, who was the most unhinged guest we've
was
ever had.
oh, and I missed it. Darn.
But I have to give a shout out to this fund because
He's the best.
he is the best, and the Tarzan Brown fund for the Memorial Fund. It's incredible. What I will say is that the people running this fund have been all over media and marketing for it.
They're on it.
They have been on every show that we do. I swear. They were on Sports Open Mic. Like, I see this and I'm like, oh, they were on Man About Town yesterday.
Well, and they were
have
on
been
with Lisa.
They were on with Lisa. They've been on Man About Town. They've been on Sports Open Mic. They were on the morning show with us. Like, we've covered this story more than any story I think ever.
And is it Larry every time?
No,
Okay.
it's different people every time.
Because we have those flyers in our office. We're going to be sending it out in our upcoming newsletter. So all of our members will be getting that information. We just need to get our newsletters, which are MIA or en route. So hopefully we'll be getting them this week and then sending it out next week. So stay tuned if you're a chamber member. But it was in the Westerly Sun and the Mystic River Press. But anyways, no, yeah, we're helping promote that too. But that's how you have to do it. If you have something that you're passionate about, you got to get the word out.
Yep.
Otherwise, how are people going to know to support or attend or whatnot?
I'm just saying, every time I
call
turn
to
on,
action.
every time I turn on my own network, someone from this fund is on there. I think it's incredible, and they're getting closer to their goal. And it's funny, when he was on with Lisa and I a couple weeks ago, Larry was like, oh, we've kind of stalled in the raising of the fund. They're trying to raise like $60,000 or something. And it's like, oh, how much have you raised? And they're like, he's like 45,000. And it's like, how long have you been doing this? And they're like 8 weeks or something. And it's like, what are you like? This is amazing.
Larry's a go-getter. I'm sure he probably thought he'd have it in the fully in the 8 weeks, but it's all right.
Are we doing something with the banner right now?
Oh yeah, it's coming down.
The Sunday Fun Day banner's coming down?
I mean, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So yay, Rocky, thank you. That's Rocky's Tree Service. Give him a shout out.
Hold on, let's look over.
Zoom in. Lisa will be so happy to see that it's coming down. Very cool. Who knew it was going to be talk in a show this morning?
And we want to say thank you to Rocky's Tree Service.
In the way every time I look over.
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, they're taking it down. So yeah.
See, this is the kind of stuff we're gonna miss. We're gonna miss. Yeah.
And we're gonna have to find a new spot for the light parade. I was gonna say the lobster parade. The light parade.
Oh, that's
we'll find a new spot.
We'll just go back to what we were doing
Perfect.
before for the light parade.
Where's the new location going to be, or is that
that is
top secret?
That's
at the moment.
top secret.
Men in Black level?
Yeah,
I'm sure you're qualified. You're at the security level. It's just the general. Once we're off air.
Once we're off air. Anyway, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Guys, check out Mystic Coffee. I will put, if you go to 321 Stories today, I will throw up a post from Mystic Coffee in our stories, so that you guys can
Find
just go
him.
Check it out and find him. Thank you to all of the chamber champions scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Thank you.
Throughout the entire show. Thank you
Yes.
to our two sponsors for this show on the 321 side, two great chamber board members, Patrick Lynch over at Wireless Zone 224 Post Road in Dunn's Corners, and Lathrop Insurance, helmed by the chairman of the board,
The chairman of the board.
Old Blue Eyes.
He had his first ribbon cutting the other day at Mattress Warehouse.
Mattress
He did a
Warehouse.
great job.
Nice.
Yes.
What is
Not his first one ever. I'm saying first
But
one
the
as
first
like,
one
the
that he
chairman,
is-
and
he
he's
is going.
leading it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
love
Joanna was there too, just in case. No, as
Yeah.
backup.
In case he doesn't.
But he
Fun
didn't
fact,
need it.
Fun fact about Dan Lathrop: doesn't know
Yes.
how to use a pair of scissors.
What?
Well, that's the only reason he would know not to. That's the only problem he would have at a ribbon cutting, is if he didn't know how to use a pair of scissors. I'm not actually saying that Dan Lathrop doesn't know how to use scissors.
I mean, listen, maybe not. There's
he's a very he's a
very talented man. Yes,
he's a very
yes.
talented man. He's a very talented man.
He's gonna have to come back on the show just to
I
defend
have-
himself.
Dan, I heard you. Dan, I heard you don't know how to use scissors.
Quote unquote from Ben
Yes.
Barber.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever I have a conversation with Dan Lathrop, I'm like, How are we the same age? You're an adult and I'm still a child.
No.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ben.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.